So this was a pop quiz which was related to organic chemistry. Having the structure question in this pop quiz, the structure of a compound X is shown and X is present in petrol. Give the molecular formula and the IOPEC name. So this is a skeletal formula. If you draw the structure like this, each is representing a carbon, and how many bonds a carbon is forming with another carbon or a functional group, that's also shown. Hydrogen is not shown. So if we draw, this will be CH3. Then next to this is like if I just draw the carbon instead of first drawing CH3, like carbon, then above, top and bottom also carbon is attached, then carbon, then this carbon, and one up and one on the right. Then how many hydrogen carbon in a hydrocarbon? As it's a hydrocarbon, carbon can maximum form 4 bonds. So for this one bond is formed. So this will have 3. This will also have 3. This will also have 3. This will not have any hydrogen because all the 4 bonds are occupied. So this will have 2 hydrogen. This will have 3 hydrogens. This will have 1 hydrogen, and this will have 3 hydrogens. Then molecular formula means the actual number of atoms for each element, like how many are there? Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be C8. And how many hydrogen? 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, and 12 plus 6 makes 18. So it will be C8, H18. Then what is the name? How to work out the... First, we have to select the longest chain of a carbon. And then after selecting a longest chain of a carbon, the numbering should start from a nearest branch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maximum any chain, if I try to select, I'll get 5. So this I select as my longest chain. I can select the chain other way around. I can select this as a chain as well. It won't make difference. I can select this also as a chain, but maximum number of the carbon atoms in the longest chain are 5. So I selected this as my longest chain. So anything other than the chain which we select, we call that as a branch. Now where we should start the numbering should start from a nearest branch. So if I number from the right hand side, 1, 2, second position I have branch. But if I number from the left hand side, I have second position I have branch, but I have 2 branches on the second position. So I will give a priority to the 2 branches, like the second position, 2 branches are there. That's why we'll give priority to this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So second position, we have 2 branches, and fourth position, there's another branch. And all of the branches are identical, like contain 1 carbon. So a branch with a 1 carbon is methyl. And so I have second position, and fourth position, I have methyl groups. But how many methyl are there? 1, 2, and 3. So for a branch, when 3 branches, identical branches are there, we use the term tri. So it is 2, 2, 4 trimethyl. And because 5 carbon atoms are there, so it will be pent because of 5 carbon. And they have a single bond between them, so it will be N. So it is 2, 2, 4 trimethyl pentane. In the second part, name the industrial process which is used to produce X from a straight chain. Whenever we convert the straight chain, whenever there is a straight chain, what we do, we want to convert into a branch or a cyclic. What we call this process, we call that as reforming. Heptane is also present in petrol. Hept means 7 carbon atoms are there. Write an equation for a complete combustion. Complete combustion means like it will give off carbon dioxide and water because it's a hydrocarbon. Combustion of the hydrocarbon, complete combustion, release carbon dioxide and water. And incomplete combustion result in formation of a carbon monoxide or unburned carbon, or C you can also pick. So what is the formula for heptane? As we have a general formula for alkane, CnH2n plus 2. Hept means 7. So it will be C7. Number of hydrogen will be twice plus 2. So 7 multiplied by 2, 14. 14 plus 2 makes 16. So C6H16. And for combustion, for burning, we need oxygen. As a result, a complete combustion, the product will be carbon dioxide and water, H2O. Now, for balancing a combustion equation, including a state symbols also, what are the state symbols? The first five members, like you can consider them as gas, and then remaining of them are liquid. So this is a seventh member, so this should be liquid. Oxygen is a gas, carbon dioxide is a gas, water is water state at room temperature, that will be liquid. Because like when we include the state symbol, we are including the state symbols at the standard temperature, which is 25 °C. Practically, what will happen when we burn, it will produce water vapors because the energy which is released absorbed by the water and turn into vapor. But whenever we write the state symbols, we write at 25 °C or 298 Kelvin. For a balancing a combustion equation, we start with carbon followed by hydrogen and then oxygen. So 7 carbon, we put 7, carbon is balanced, hydrogen 16. So we put 8, hydrogen is also balanced. Now what about oxygen? 7 multiplied by 2, 14. And 14 plus 8 will make 22. So we need 22 oxygen. So how we can make 22? So if 11 is multiplied by 2, this will make 22. So this is the equation for a combustion of heptane. Identify by name or formula a pollutant that may results from incomplete combustion of heptane. So if it is not burned completely, what it might produce? It might produce carbon monoxide, or it might produce the unburned heptane. Also, it can be a hydrocarbon, or it can produce a carbon particulates. So either you can write a formula, identify by name, or a formula. So you can write CO, or you can just write the name of. Recently, sales of electric cars have increased. Give two environmental benefits of using electric cars. Justify your answer. Like, as you will find that now electric cars, the sale of electric cars is increased. So what are the reasons? So the main reason is electric cars are not producing any carbon dioxide. So it does not cause any, like it does not release a greenhouse gas. So it does not cause a global warming. And same thing, it does not release any pollutant like sulfur dioxide, which can cause an acid rain. Can mention that as well. Another advantage of using electric vehicles over the one which we are using the fossil fuels such as petrol, diesel. So it does not produce too much noise. Like they're much quieter as compared to the conventional cars which we are using now. So does not emit any greenhouse gas, and you can mention quieter, or you can also mention does not release gas which can cause acid rain. And the electricity which is generated used to charge these electric cars are mainly from the renewable energy resources. So this was a pop quiz 16, which was related to organic chemistry.